Hey gorgeous souls, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me for another one of my videos today. So today's video is sharing your manifestation success stories, episode 5. So I love doing this series because not only is it fantastic, to share my own manifestation stories and successes, but you guys love hearing your own success stories too. And I love hearing them as well because I always find they're always super inspiring and super motivational, and it's just so lovely to hear people manifesting their dreams and succeeding. So I asked over in my Law of Attraction support group over on Facebook, the link's below, to join us if you're not a member already. It's completely free. And on my Instagram stories for your manifestation success stories. And so many of you sent your wonderful stories to me. So I'm so grateful for you doing so. And I'm so excited to share them with you today. And of course, I've got a manifestation success story to share myself at the end of something that has manifested recently. And I was like, oh my God, I cannot wait to share this because it is wild. So first of all, I'm going to share your manifestation stories because that's what we're here for. So here in my manifestation group on Facebook, Carrie Jackson said, I'm creating my first course, and after lots of technical issues, I asked for help from my guides, and as always, they came through for me. My course is well on its way now. Congratulations, Carrie. Amazing. And I think that's such a simple manifestation. Some people might be like, is that a manifestation? But it really is, because support is still a manifestation. And sometimes we need those creative solutions and guidance from our spirit guides and spirit teams to help us in a situation. So I think people associate manifestation more with materialistic objects, but feelings, thoughts, emotions, and support are absolutely manifestations as well. And just like in Carrie's case, that's really helped her in creating her course and furthering, her project, her course at the end of the day. So I've done this tons of times in my own business with books, literally everything. I mean, how I manifested my Positively Wealthy book deal was from literally manifesting support. So I love that because it's such a beautiful reminder of we can ask for so much, so many wonderful things, and support can absolutely still be one of them. And don't suffer in silence. Don't struggle. Ask your angels, ask your spirit guides for that loving support. Love that. Thank you, Carrie, for sharing. So Marie Danielle also said, I asked for help to write an essay and I made great progress with it. I also attracted 2 new clients today. Congratulations, Marie. Loving that, and the extra little abundance on the top of those 2 new clients as well. And I think it that example with Marie shows that, when you set intentions, abundance of all kinds does flow as well. When you reach out and have that connection with the universe, instead of just almost using the universe as a cash point of manifestation please. When you communicate and ask for support, that abundance of those clients are going to follow as well, because you're communicating and you're having that 50-50 relationship with the universe. So love that, Marie. Congratulations. Enjoy those clients. Kerry Whitbread, also from Facebook group, said, my first property. After trying a number of different ways, changing career, increasing income, etc., and having the first few attempts fall flat, I picked an apartment near me rather than building new, and have been approved for finance. A $5,000 deposit was reduced to $500, and the personal loan I needed to consolidate debts required by the home loan lender was approved too. I kept visualizing me in that apartment, planning where the furniture will go and what possessions I will keep and what I will do with the remainder. Amazing, Carrie. Congratulations. And I hope you're really going to enjoy your lovely new apartment. And it's so true, isn't it? Of when we visualize, when we prepare for that manifestation, like Carrie said, she was planning where the furniture will go and what possessions she'll keep, and what to do with the remainder. When you plan for its arrival, almost as an expecting, I'm expecting this to happen, but not with control, with that relaxed approach. Just like Carrie's found, it does happen, and it's wild how it happens sometimes when you do prepare, when you do expect its arrival, but in a really relaxed way. So I think that's definitely the key with all of this, isn't it? And I always find, and I've got a friend who's going through the property process herself at the moment, who's had years of ups and downs, hurdles, no's, years of it. And she said this time it just feels so different. It feels so calm. I'm almost not bothered. And I was like, that's how you know it's your manifestation, when you can take aligned, inspired action, but you feel super relaxed, you feel calm about it, and you know that no matter what, you're going to be okay, whether it's this house or another house that comes along, and you're always going to end up in the perfect house, the most aligned house for you, your partner, your family, whatever. Like, you're always going to manifest that aligned house. So if you do get a no or something does happen, you just know that you're one step closer to getting that yes, one step closer to getting that house that is going to be even more aligned and better than the previous one. But thank you so much, Carrie, for sharing that. Congratulations and enjoy your lovely new home. Sarah Flynn on the Facebook group said, I had a life-changing awakening last month. Tomorrow is my anniversary. Something told me to start practicing law of attraction. I have had so many so-called lucky events happen to me in the last month, I can't even list them all. Every aspect of my life has benefited from my consistent practice every day. Yes, consistent practice. I like this, Sarah, because the amount of times I say consistent practice and people are like, yeah, consistent practice. Seems to work. I know it does work. I listen to subliminals every night to reprogram my mind. I take real action towards my goals and work to make them happen. Then I let them go and trust the process. I'm learning to just relax and let the universe manifest my goals for me. I've connected with my higher self, which I've never done before. She was always with me. I just wasn't ready to receive her before. Now I know I will never be alone again. I could go on all day, but you get how thrilled I am that my new life has only just begun. I finally woke up in the blink of an eye. In just a split second, it all changed. I will never be the same again, and I'm never going back. Thank you for letting me share this. I'll be sure to check out your channel tonight. Well, Sarah, I hope you're watching. Thank you for sharing that. And I love that story, that success story, because there's so many ways our lives can be enriched with manifestation. It's not just about money, cars, career success, physical things that we manifest. We can manifest so much in every area of our life, and manifest connecting with our higher self, manifesting, those awakenings and feeling in alignment, etc. Like I said, manifestation is not just a materialistic practice. It's a manifestation of feelings and emotions of how you want to experience life as well. So I love that a lot of these are feeling-based manifestation stories today, because I think it's so important to remind ourselves of that, and that manifestations can come in small packages, big packages, and they can mean so many amazing things, to that person, and be truly life-changing, as Sarah said, and mean so much to that person, and change their whole perspective, change their whole attitude and mindset as well. And it's great that Sarah said as well that her consistent practice has really helped and benefited her as well, because I absolutely vouch for this. I swear by a daily practice. And again, daily practices, I've done lots of videos and podcasts on this as well, talking about how to make it manageable, how to make it fun, how to get the right practice for you. But again, it has to feel right to you. Like, what I do, you may find horrific. What you do, I might think, oh yeah, that's not for me. So you've got to find what really works for you, what's going to fit in your daily practice that feels good and gives you the most out of your practice as well. But having that consistent daily practice changes the game entirely. And I actually talk about it in my new book, Hurt, Healing, Healed, that's out next month. Ooh, not long. I talk about it, where there's a whole chapter on it and how to get it feeling right for you. There's obviously loads of top tips and advice, and there's loads of stats and statistics on how a daily practice financially benefits you. Yes, there is money involved. It financially benefits you in a positive way. Official studies being done on this. And also the health benefits of doing a daily practice as well. So not only does it make you more motivated and more inspired for the day, and so much more efficient throughout the day, doing a daily practice, like, I know when I've missed my daily practice, I feel so strange and I get hardly anything done. Yet when I do my daily practice, I'm so more proactive, productive, efficient, and I just feel so much better. So I absolutely vouch, Sarah, that 100% daily practices change your life, change the game, and are so worth it. But congratulations, Sarah, and thank you so much for sharing that with us. Okay, this one was on my Instagram from Kins777. There's a lot of S's in that one. That's what I... Hi Emma, just a message to say thank you for your podcast. I listened to your one about surrendering to the universe, one of the early ones. I mean, it's been around for 5 years, is it? 4 or 5 years? 5 years. Oh my God. It's 5 years this autumn. I need to celebrate that. It's just reminded me, 5 years of the podcast this autumn. We're celebrating that. I have been chasing a move date for about 12 weeks now. I have been chasing twice a week and was honestly at my wit's end. Until I listened to your podcast, I was so frustrated at the situation. So I listened to your advice and surrendered to the universe, as I had felt like I'd done everything within my power. I wrote my gratitude list for everything I was grateful for in the current situation and a little note at the end to say, universe, please take over. I did this Wednesday night. I kid you not, all in capital letters. I got a call yesterday to say I can get the keys on Tuesday. So thank you. I can't wait to see what else I achieved through listening to your podcast. Thank you, Kins. I don't know this person's name, unfortunately, but amazing. Congratulations. And it just proves the power of that letting go and surrendering. And there are so many examples I can give in my own life and so many examples I've heard over the years of exactly that, of when you truly surrender, get present, get grateful and let it go. The universe can be like, right, thank God we can go in and make this happen now. So definitely do listen to that podcast episode because it is a really great one. But also as well, it's like, let it go. Let the universe meet you halfway. Let yourself be supported because you deserve to be supported as well, 100%. So I think we feel sometimes, and I definitely used to be a 90% manifest, 100%, that we have to do it all, that we're like, I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to do this. Oh, it's not here yet, so I need to do something. And honestly, the most powerful manifestations that have come into my life are when I've got to that 90% mark and I'm like, I let it go. And then within days, literally days, hours, exactly like this example, it happens and you're like, oh my God, all I had to do was let it go. Why didn't I do this before? So do focus on letting go because it will change everything for you. And congratulations to Kins777 on your new home. We've got a lot of home manifestations today, which is great. So fantastic. Everyone's getting those new homes ready for autumn. Rachel Tealing has said, hi Emma, I have at last finished your book with the Law of Attraction Changed My Life book club. So they did Positively Wealthy in June and it was so exciting to see so many people doing the challenge and hearing all their incredible manifestations. It took me 2 months, but in those 2 months I have given up my full-time working job with my ex-partner and I'm now freelancing doing consulting work to earn the money whilst I concentrate fully on my coaching business and helping people, which is what I've always been called to do. Thank you so much. The book was amazing. I am so pleased, Rachel, and good luck with your coaching business. Good luck with your new role as well, consulting. And it just proves, like, obviously I know she was doing the book, so there was obviously like a process involved here and there was obviously something she was doing to help that. But it honestly does shock me sometimes when I get Positively Wealthy like messages in my inbox of people who have read the book who are like, oh my God, everything's changed in those 33 days. And, you know, obviously it took Rachel 2 months to complete it. But even in 2 months, you can see like a huge shift and pivot for her to step into her alignment, step into her purpose. So super proud of you, Rachel. Well done. And I'm so pleased you've enjoyed the book as well. Okay, and last story, but certainly not least, is from, and I hope I'm going to pronounce this right, I'm so sorry if I don't, Glesney Half Jones, I think that's how you say it. I just wanted to reach out and express how grateful I am for discovering your book, Positively Wealthy. I am blown away by the difference in my life in just over a month. On my list of things to improve during the challenge was to increase disposable income by £1,000, which I thought was ridiculously ambitious. My second one was for flexible hours, more work-life balance to see family, friends, and travel. The final goal was to connect more with nature and animals. I'm now reflecting at the end of the challenge. I did have a 2-week holiday in Canada around day 28, so didn't quite make it to 33 days consecutively. So much has changed. I adopted a rescue Pomsky pup. My current workplace were inflexible with working from home, so I reached out using LinkedIn. Within 4 days, I had an interview which I've never felt more relaxed and confident in. I'm sure the affirmations have helped. I got offered the job with 3-day work from home, 2 days in the office, 30 minutes commute away, doing elements of accountancy work I'm passionate and interested in. It's a top UK firm, but with local ethos about building strong client relationships and 3K signing on bonus as well as 11K more salary with clear progression structure. I still can't quite believe the changes. Thank you for the guidance and self-confidence boost. Keep up the fab work. Wow, Glasney, I am so excited for all of this, and the puppy too. Like, please send pictures of the puppy. That's what we want as well. But congratulations on the new job. Congratulations on the pay increase. And isn't it funny, like, how you set the goal of like £1,000 more disposable income, and boom, 3K, boom, 11K salary increase. Like, the universe never ceases to amaze me of how amazing it can be and how simple it can be sometimes to bring, like, you had that manifestation of animals, obviously your new puppy's here, and then, like you say, being in a new role that has more money, that's more flexible hours working for you, that works around you and the pup, obviously, and more money. So it's possible, guys. It is possible. And I think a lot of the time people say to me as well, like, Emma, is it possible to manifest disposable income like that when you are employed? Because obviously I'm self-employed, I'm a business. So people, I think, assume a lot of the time that the reason why people manifest so much money is because they own a business, which, yes, arguably is definitely a more easier route to do it in. But still, you have to work for that, and still you've got to have the time to manifest that money as well, and however you're going to manifest it. So I think this is a great example of how people can and do manifest lots of money in an employed role, and that it doesn't just have to come from running a business. It doesn't just have to come from being self-employed. Like, there are so many routes and avenues. You know, the universe is limitless in how that money can come to you. So I think a lot of people focus on the hows, and this is a great example of how, you know, she trusted. She was like, I'm going to trust this. And 3 amazing things happened: puppy, money, and a new role with flexible hours. So congratulations, celebrating you, Queen, and please do send us lots of puppy pictures. Please do. Okay, so that is all of your wonderful stories. So thank you so much for submitting all of them. I'm sorry I couldn't read all of them out, but we do these very regularly. So keep an eye out on my Law of Attraction Facebook group and on my Instagram as well, because obviously I will be sharing more requests for your stories very, very soon. So to wrap things up, what is my recent manifestation story? So I said this is a bit of a wild one, and it really is a bit of a wild one because it really took me by surprise. And I think I almost questioned whether it was a manifestation because it was just so random. But then when I really looked back and connected all the dots and connected all the signs and synchronicities, I was like, hun, you have been manifesting this for years. And this is like really strange how it's come about. So let me give you some context, some backstory. So a couple of months ago, I was contacted. So actually, no, I'm going to start from a different point. So the day I finished my audiobook for Hurt, Healing, Healed, my new book, that's the kind of last step and process of creating the book. So obviously you write the book, you edit the book with the publishers, and then you record the audiobook. And from then onwards, it's all marketing. It's all marketing. There's no more creation. There's no more editing, nothing. So when you complete the audiobook, it's always a very like monumental moment, energetically and personally, because it's that final wrap up and that final like, this is it now, I've done it. So I definitely was feeling those feels of like, wow, like this journey is complete now, like this is crazy, now I just have to promote it and launch the book. Like, this is so weird to finally have like closed the book cover on it as such and completed that. So I was downstairs and I was making lunch afterwards, and this happens a lot. When I finished Positively Wealthy, straight away, boom, book 3, Hurt, Healing, Healed came through. And I was like, I don't want to write another book yet. Like, I just want time off, and I know what I want to write my next book on already. And I was like, I know what's going to happen now, universe. Like, I was making a sandwich for lunch and I was like, I know what's going to happen now. You're going to channel book 4 and it's going to be like, no, you got to start writing that now, Emma. And I was just joking around. Anyway, that afternoon, I got an email from a publishing company, and I nearly deleted the email because of the title of the email. It almost looked like almost like someone's trying to sell something to me, and I almost deleted it. And I was like, no, read it. And I'm so freaking glad I did read it, trust me. So I read it, and it was an opportunity from someone I knew to publish a deck. And I was like, okay. That wasn't on my to-do list, but okay. So I kind of just went along with the motions of it to start off with. I was like, yes, I don't have anything on at the moment. I can take this on. I do have time for this project. And wasn't really planning on doing one, but it would be great to have a conversation and learn more about this. So anyway, to give some backstory on this, so we had conversations, they explained how they saw the deck, and obviously they wanted my input as well from that. So long story short, there was a couple of blips and hurdles that were like super easily removed from the universe, and I was like, okay, this seems like this is really gonna happen. And I think along the whole way, because of the backstory I'm going to give you in a second to this opportunity, I was so surrendered and so let go and so like, I'm not going to get my hopes up about this because I've been here before and I'll deal with it when it's on the table. My ultimate famous quote of I'll deal with it when it's on the table. I'll deal with it when that offer's there and this is all going ahead. So it is all going ahead, it's all happening, and it's going to be released next August, which is so exciting. So I actually can't give any more details than that because I am actually under an NDA. So I actually can't share any other details until we're able to share it later on. So we'll be sharing more about it very, very soon. But essentially, it's very, very exciting, and I'm really excited to work on this project with a beautiful artist and illustrator as well. And I'm so excited to have my second deck coming out, which is awesome. So that's what I'm going to say about it at the moment. But why was this a really wild and crazy manifestation? Well, let's take it back. So the woman who reached out to me, I knew from another publishing house that I've pitched all of my books to over the years and got very consecutively no's. And this is very common in the publishing industry. Like most authors will pitch their books with their literary agents to like 20 plus publishers because no's are very common and it only needs that one yes. So I've had a very history of no's and very weird explanations of the no's. We'll just say that. So to have this person now work at a huge publishing house, way bigger than where they were, offering me this publishing deal for a deck, I was a bit like, but I thought you said this, or I thought you said that. And obviously I know the commissioning editors aren't really the deciding factors in these decisions. So I knew that it always come from the publishers, from the management, and from, higher up. So I was a bit like, oh my God, like, doesn't that say a lot that a year later, like all these years later, like that person's clearly remembered me and clearly remembered my work and is now like saying, we're handing it to you on a plate, which is so unheard of in the publishing industry. It is so unheard of to be handed a book deal, handed a deck deal. Like you have to pitch, you have to submit and pitch and go through that pitching process. But this is what happened with Positively Wealthy. I was offered it and I was like, okay, thank you muchly, I will take this. So it reminded me very much of the energy of how I manifested Positively Wealthy's book deal, my first publishing deal. So it was very much that kind of vibe. And then I followed the lady on Instagram and saw that she had got married very recently at the exact venue here in Dorset that I would love to get married in the future. And I was like, okay, this is like, again, a little bit weird, a little bit creepy, but okay, I'm liking the signs and synchronicities. They sent me some suggestions of artists, and obviously I submitted some suggestions as well, but I actually really loved who they put forward and were like, do you love her? And I was like, yes. Anyway, the weirdest thing is they said, oh, she's also illustrated this book recently and like named the book. I'd bought that book a week before, I kid you not, having never heard of the author, never heard of this artist before. And I remember looking at the pictures and being like, oh, this is really cool. Like, I love the artwork in this book. Yeah, I know, weird. So it doesn't stop there. So obviously when they came to me with their idea of how they would like the deck to look, this was very familiar. A very familiar concept to me. Why was it familiar? Oh, because 2 years ago, I had sat down and channeled an idea for a deck and had gone to pitch it to my publisher, but didn't because I realized I didn't have the time to do it and I didn't actually want to release a deck. I wanted to write another book, Her Healing Healed. So I was like, hang on a minute. So I pulled up this document, and this is the weird bit, okay? So 2 months ago, I think a month or 2 months before this email, before this opportunity, I went through my whole desktop on my computer and deleted a whole ton of files that were just there. I didn't need anymore. I was having a good digital declutter. And I deleted that very file. I deleted the very file with that information on because I was like, oh, can't be asked. I'm not going to do another deck, so no. So you can see, like, I was not in the mindset to do another deck at all. I was going to write another book from January onwards and have the rest of this year off. I had no intention of doing it, and I deleted that file. Luckily, I'd saved that file to my Google Drive and went on my Google Drive and thought, I know I've saved this file somewhere. Like, I've got to find this. I found it, and it's the exact same concept. The exact same concept. So I'm kind of like, I kind of did think of it, but they kind of thought of it as well. So, like, do you know what I mean? It's a difficult one, but I generally did have that exact idea, the exact concept, and the exact idea for the deck, like everything to the T 2 years ago. And I literally was about to pitch it and then didn't, because I was like, I don't want to do a deck. I haven't got time for this. What are you doing, Emma? So isn't it weird how, like, 2 years later, soon as I finished that audiobook, the universe was like, you're doing this. And I was like, okay, then I'm doing this. So it's all really flowed really, really effortlessly and nicely. They're an amazing team to work with. Obviously, it's a different publisher to Watkins, my book publisher, a huge publisher, which I'm so excited about. And I just feel so grateful and blessed to once again have this opportunity to publish and release something, but also that a huge publisher recognizes my work and wants to work with me is like the biggest freaking compliment ever. So I just feel really excited for this opportunity. So I can't wait to share more when I can, basically, and I can't wait to show you and bring you along the journey of creating this deck. So yeah, at the moment it's an August estimated release next year. That can change, of course, so I don't want to be like, hold me to August, because it may not happen. It may be earlier, it could be later for all we know. So I will obviously share more concrete details as and when I can, and share a little bit more about what this deck's going to entail. But I had to share this story with you because it's been so weird, wild, and random, and like also so freaking divinely guided with like the concept, the artist, the lady who reached out to me. And I'm like, how weird is this that all those no's, all those years ago, they remembered you? Like, just shows, doesn't it? It's all about alignment. It's all about alignment. It's all about things happening at the right time, alignment in the right way, and it absolutely has been a million times better than if I had pitched that deck 2 years ago or worked with this publisher that she used to work with years back. So weird manifestation story, but I'm here for it. And obviously I'm so excited to create this product for you, this new deck. So take your guesses. What do you think it's going to be? Pop your guesses in the comments. I'd love to hear your guesses. What do you think it's going to be? But thank you so much for submitting all your lovely, lovely stories. I love reading them. I love it when you DM me your success stories. I share a lot of them on my Instagram stories as well. So do make sure to come and follow me, and obviously tell me your manifestation success stories too, not just with my work, but in general. Like, tell me your manifestation success stories. I love hearing them. But of course, I'm going to do more of these videos. Obviously, this is episode 5, so there's 4 more videos in this series that you can go and watch instantly now under this playlist of manifestation success stories. But thank you so much for letting me share your stories with my beautiful community, all you guys, and I hope they have really inspired you and yeah, helped to motivate you and inspire you to manifest your dreams this year. Yes. Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for watching. I appreciate all your views and likes. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, because we'd love to see you again soon. Don't forget to leave me a comment in the comments box down below, because I reply to them all. And don't forget, you can join my free Law of Attraction support group over on Facebook, where you can join myself and other like-minded souls, where we talk all things Law of Attraction and spirituality. I hope you have a fabulous week, whatever you're up to, and I will see you all in my next video, which will be on Tuesday. Lots of love.